managing happiness in I 4.0. When I was talking about I 4.0 to my wife before coming here on this topic, she actually thought this is a better version of myself. And we are in our 4th year of marriage. She thought and she thinks that probably this year I'm trying to create a better version to create more happiness. How many of you have heard of the term Industry 4.0, I 4.0? Wow, fantastic, so many. Well, I spoke to a lot of people. They actually thought that I'm referring this as probably a better version of myself to create more happiness. And that's how we started talking about Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0 refers to the 4th industrial revolution, which is happening across the world today, where the world is getting more connected. There are smart machines, there are industrial revolutions, there are folks using technology to harness data. And the biggest aspect of the 4th industrial revolution is smart cities. Now, explaining I 4.0 to a common man was always a challenge. And I tried doing this, explaining my wife what I 4.0 is. The questions which I got were, will you use Alexa to teach my kid how to play video games rather than letting him play outside? Or is I 4.0 means you actually spending more time investing in cryptocurrencies or stock exchange, or probably investing in a currency primarily which no one has heard about, or creating your own currency? Now, most of these questions I didn't have answers. So I looked back and I thought what smart city means to me and what smart city means to all of you tomorrow. So we're talking about smart cities where everything's going to be connected. The machines are going to be self-reliant, and before a machine wears out, it's going to tell you. The temperature is going to automatically get controlled, and when there is too much of heat, the clouds are going to come and it's going to rain. The cars will be so smart that they will sense where there is traffic and where there is less of traffic. So they will take the best possible route. The health systems in hospitals are going to be such that they will know what medicine you need before you step into a hospital. So what are the building blocks for Industry 4.0? Wow. Now when I spoke about Industry 4.0 to some of my colleagues, this is the actual picture which I got. Too much of technology, too much of data, and the human actually holding it together. This reminded me of an image, a Greek image, where a man is holding a large stone, and that stone is about to fall onto his village and destroy his civilization. So this is what the 4th industrial revolution, the smart city, is doing to human lives. Sustaining happiness, surviving through joyfulness is the key thing that is required at this point of time. Now let's look at what are some of the building blocks of the 4th industrial revolution. You might be familiar with the term machine-to-machine communication. You might be familiar with the term cryptocurrencies, blockchains. Show of hands here. Wow, this seems to be a pretty intelligent cloud. Now, there is so much of technology in 4th industrial revolution that it is actually, we are spending more time talking to technology than talking to humans. We spend more time interacting with machines or monitoring machines which are talking to each other. So what are we missing out there? We are missing out the human connect. The human connect, the human-to-human interaction is that we are missing. How it is getting done? It's technology. It's controlling everything. It's controlling everything around you. The moment you take a picture from your phone and you upload it on a drive, that's technology. That data is getting harvested. Why do you think companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook allow you to store data free of cost? They do it because the moment you put that data, there is analyzation of your personal space. There is a digital identity that you have created about yourself, and that information gets getting harnessed to create products which will serve your need in the future. I tried putting on a smart fitness band some time back as part of my rediscovery to Industry 4.0. And what I started to realize was, when I started wearing that band, soon I started to get a lot of calls. Health records, insurance, people wanted to sell me 5, 10, 15, 20 different things I could have never imagined. So that 4.0 industry fitness band was actually giving all information about me to so many people, and that data was used to push products, services, so much which I never thought, but others thought about me. And that could be utilized primarily. Imagine if all this happens to all the people around you who wear those fitness bands, your location, you sneeze, the band realizes. I use that fitness band to actually monitor the sleep, how many hours of deep sleep I was getting. And I realized that somebody else was also monitoring my deep sleep. I started to get messages on books on how to manage my sleeps. Somebody called me that, no, I need therapy on sleep. And the worst part was that when I went to a conference, there was a company which was standing, and one of their executives came forward and told me that they have solutions for people who are sleep deprived. And I was like, shocked. Wow, a fitness band, so much of information about me. So what is really happening? Technology, processors, IoT, that device is nothing but an IoT device. You understand what is an IoT? Internet of Things. It's an IoT device. Imagine all these gadgets stuck to your body, giving so much amount of information to other folks. What society are we really going towards? How many of you heard one of the leading publishing companies recently was given a $5 million fine for invading personal space? This is just starting. There are so many others who are doing it. They call themselves publishers of information. But what they do is take all your data, give it to a health company, give it to a telecom company, and all that is getting done today. And what they tell you, a dream, artificial intelligence, robotics, a dream about machine learning. But where is the human-to-human connect here? Are they taking you towards human-to-human interaction, or are they actually creating a new avatar of you, an avatar which you don't really control, but you are becoming a slave? So what is this all leading to? IoT, as they call it, is now nothing but the surveillance of everything. The surveillance of your personal space, the surveillance of everything that you're doing around. The cars are getting smart, but while the cars are getting smart, they're actually monitoring you, they are measuring you. So you're constantly watched. So where are we heading? What's the solution? The enhanced surveillance, which the world is doing towards you, is actually trying to create a strong bias. This bias is to influence your thought process. This bias is to force you to take decisions. It is to influence your subconscious, your mind, to make choices, to buy products, and you won't even realize when this happens to you. You won't even realize then a thought is being given to you, and you will use that thought to primarily take action, to make a transaction. Because you have got money, you've got time. It's only pushing a thought to influence you, to make a judgment, to make a call. The next aspect is so much of virtual interaction. How many of you use Alexa or Google Assistant here? Did anyone force you to use them? Or do you use them by choice? Choice, right? So these choices are taken, but the idea is pushed on to you. And what it does, the moment you spend time more with Alexa, realize how much of your family time, how much of your me time, how much of your personal time you're giving away. There is no measure to it. And sooner or later, you're becoming a slave of technology. You never wanted a Google Assistant or an Alexa or a Siri, but all this is being pushed onto you through this simple subconscious influencing which is happening. The third most important aspect is the social disorder. How many of you feel sad or happy when you see someone else's Facebook post, a person, a family, or a friend who is thousands of miles away? You react, right? You feel happy. Maybe a friend of yours in another part of the world got a Porsche or got a BMW, and you're like, wow, this is the life which I wanted to live, right? And you come back. You get frustrated, you discuss this, you spoil the relationship in the family, saying, I wanted to be there, I'm here with you, but what is this? This is social disorder. It's happening as we speak. It's happening to every one of us. And we are creating this social disorder and chaos because technology is controlling us. It's not us, it's technology. And we make these choices to allow technology to come to us. How many of you basically check the terms and conditions when you subscribe to any service or product? Do you check or you just accept it? So when recently Facebook changed its controls on privacy, how many of you actually went and read every control before accepting. All you wanted was access to Facebook. How many of you changed your controls, your privacy controls, your access controls, allowing some of these apps to steal data? Very few. That's the whole aspect. So a small company, how many of you have heard of Cambridge Analytica? Now Cambridge Analytica was one such company which came forward. There are so many Cambridge Analytica which are lying. And this information about your patterns, whom you like, whom you don't like, is told to the politicians. So they can push out again a message to you, a speech to you, maybe Industry 5.0, or a new digital era, or artificial intelligence being your slave. All this information is getting stolen. And we just do is accept, accept, and accept. So it's time to rewire and think nothing in life comes for free. All the information which you put today on Google or on Google Drive gets stolen, gets hacked. There is something called as the dark web. How many of you have heard of dark web? Has anyone faced any problem with respect to dark web so far? So dark web is the layer beneath the internet, where whatever is there on internet, which is not public, is not accessible. That layer actually has so much of data. Whatever you put on internet is available on dark web. You might have given out access to it to outside people, but that information is there. Now what happens these days is, suppose you put your information on a Google Drive, and Google Drive or Google got hacked, but they never told you, because there is no law in India that they are supposed to come and tell you. This information can be used to launch ransomware attacks on you. Your personal information can be used to create specific identities, and there could be threats specific to you, which can be there. Somebody can just call you, threaten you, ask for money, and that money is not going to be in INR. That is going to be money in a cryptocurrency, and get transferred to a bank account you won't know. I've had friends who never used cryptocurrencies, but just to pay to certain people who were targeting them, they got their money converted to cryptocurrencies and paid off. So this is the reality that we are living in. So where all does this take us to? So let's go back. Let's talk about happiness. So what is happiness? We all are born with a specific set of happiness thanks to our parents. This happiness is 50%. It's passed on gene by gene, it's genetic. And it is there with everybody. The rest 50% is what we control. And you decide how we control it. So the first aspect is, there is a set point with respect to happiness. This set point primarily is 50%. The next aspect is the circumstances, and next you have voluntary actions. The circumstances is something which you and I can control, and the actions are something which we can do to maintain our state of happiness. So let's imagine I have certain state of happiness, and I end up winning a lottery ticket. So my baseline happiness is going to increase, and I'm going to increase up to 50%, maybe up to a certain level, get that money. Post getting that money, if I don't know how to use it, over a period of time, I will normalize it. Now imagine me, after winning the lottery ticket, if I meet with an accident, again, my happiness level is going to go down. If I get paralyzed, it's going to go down further. And what is going to happen here is that all this, again, will go back to the baseline. So your state of happiness is momentary. And over a period of time, it goes back to its baseline, which is 50%. Now let's look at what determines our happiness. So external circumstances are something which determine your happiness. And that's only 10%. But my friends, this 10% is the most critical part here, because it decides the rest 40%. It controls your actions and your thoughts. If you control this external circumstance, you can end up being limitless. And I mean limitless. You can charge up your body, your mind, and achieve plethora, which you can't unless you're controlled by technology or your subconscious is influenced by somebody from outside. So what can we do to change this? 10% of external circumstances, we focus on money, job, cars, beautiful houses, and external things which we believe are the pursuit of happiness. But will they make you happy? Buying an external car, maybe 3 days, 5 days. I had a friend who recently bought a connected car, and he was so excited. Day 5, day 6, day 7, he said, I don't know what to do with it. Probably it's another technology which is pushed on to me. Yeah, I can remotely switch off the car. But why do I need to remotely switch off the car? I maybe do it once or twice. But there is so much of data through this app which is pushed on to me. And probably the service providers of this car know more about me than I know about myself. What world are we living in here? So, these are false hopes given to you. So basically what you have to determine is your own destiny here. You control your thoughts and actions, and you decide your level of happiness. So 40% of your thought process and actions would be controlled if you just change your circumstances. Go out, just switch off. Take a break, go to Himalayas. That's the closest, right? We live in North India. Don't use your phone. Don't put it on Facebook. Don't put it on Instagram. I did it before coming here, but you don't do it. That's what I tell everybody. But that's how you maintain happiness. You switch off. Don't let the technology take a toll on you. And then decide what you could do. So, the 40% thoughts and actions could be first and foremost thoughts. Keeping a gratitude journal. Now, how many of us actually remember folks who've supported us in situations? And how many times we thank them? Forget, this talks about keeping a diary, even a thought. When you sit alone, do you thank people or feel gratitude about them who got you to this fantastic institute and you're the privileged lot? It could be a teacher who taught you during your CAT exam, or it could be a mother or father who motivated you to be here. So, how many times have you gone back and thanked them for the privilege we have here? The next aspect is forgiving yourself and others. Now, I failed many times, but every time I failed, I forgave myself and gave myself another opportunity to take a toll. And mind you, was never the dream which I had, but it was pushed on to me. But I forgave myself and moved forward. So maybe next walk of life, I would come across being with people like you and coming and presenting here. I never made it to do an MBA from TEDxIIM Lucknow, but I am today here speaking with you privileged people. It's because I forgave myself. I gave myself another opportunity to be here with you people. The next aspect is loving yourself. Now, while loving yourself doesn't mean going to a parlor or getting a massage or going to the gym and just watching your body. Loving yourself means taking care of your subconsciousness, understanding why you're here, what you're meant to do, what got you here, and if you disconnect technology, where will you end up being? Taking care of your health, your well-being, your family, the people who really matter, is loving yourself. Loving yourself just doesn't mean loving yourself. It's about the ecosystem which is surrounding you. The next aspect is with respect to setting up goals. Now, these goals can be short-term goals, and you can get happiness by achieving that goals. But don't stay put. Move forward. Set up a goal, achieve it, move forward. It will take your happiness, but again, remember, it will take you to the baseline. It's only momentary, and then you move forward to do more in life. The next aspect is probably meditating. Now, that's really tough. One of the previous speakers actually told that it's really boring. But you've got so many different types of yoga, so many different types of meditation today. Try it out, give it a shot. You know, there is new form of meditation with so many of these new fitness centers which are getting open in India. Or maybe once you cut off, try meditating. You know, it looks foolish on my part to talk about meditation here, but I have tried that. It worked for me, and I can surely tell you it is going to work for you. It brings about positivity. It creates those endorphins in your mind, and you will feel more happy. That elated state, that will allow you to keep going. That will allow you to face failure and move forward in life. The next aspect is action. Now, getting enough sleep. That's like really important. I'll tell you a story. So, I used to work with a friend who was an investment banker. And this person used to make maybe more than what I used to make in a month. He used to make it in a day. And he used to sleep maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. And post 5 years of our friendship, I met him. He had all the money. He had the rest of the car. He got married to the woman he loved. He had a child. But in that time, what he lost was his health. He could not enjoy the money. He could not support his family because of what? He was sleep deprived. You will not be able to reap fruits of success if you are deprived of sleep. And sleep comes foremost. Even before coming here and talking, I took a power nap because I knew that my energy levels are going to go down if I don't take that power nap. And sleep doesn't mean 8 hours of sleep. It means taking those power naps, managing, ensuring that you do at least 8 hours. And what it helps is take care of your mind, your body. It allows more gray matter to get developed. It allows your tissues to reconstruct. It allows you to maintain peace and harmony with yourself. And it allows you to maintain peace and harmony and not to get irritated when people like me come and talk to you. The next aspect is getting exercise. Now, exercise is talking about primarily aspects of maybe going to a cult or going to a gym or doing yoga. No, I'm also talking about here doing exercise of the mind. So what is exercise of the mind? Solving problems? Playing Sudoku? No. Exercise of mind is actually allowing your mind to be free, which we don't allow today because we are so much involved with technology. We don't allow our minds to be free to run, to have a simple thought process, to be more innovative, to create an idea. How many times we get ideas, we never make a note of it and never move forward with it. So exercise is allowing our mind to be free, to be more innovative. The next aspect is spending more time with friends. And by spending more time with friends, it doesn't mean you sending a text after giving me to your best friend on WhatsApp and saying hi. It actually means disconnecting on social media, disconnecting on phone, and actually meeting your best friend and spending time with him while your cell phone is switched off and nobody is trying to really call you or disturb you. So those moments are moments which you will remember in the worst of your time or probably when you're down, because those are the moments which connect humans. Those are the moments which unite us. And my friend, this time is not going to come back. The connection that we establish between humans is something which this technology is taking away from us. And it is only among us that we can take a call how we decide our future. More importantly is to understand that the next aspect that I'm talking about, laughter, can only happen once you spend time with your friends. Because friends are the people. You can go and attend a comedy show or hear a person like me. But what is going to happen is you're not going to get elated. You will not generate those endorphins. That spending time with friends is a really important role. Last but not the least is spending money. Yeah, money is important if spent the right way. It doesn't mean you stepping out and buying a car. It is actually money spent on somebody who needs it. Money spent when somebody is in desperate desire. And how many times you come across people on the roads or somewhere, maybe within our college, where your friend needs money and he has to do something urgent, and we say we don't have, even when we have it. Those small moments when you help others is the time people show you gratitude. These things keeps us going. So, my simple message here is, do not take the path where technology leads you, but take a path where the technology can't follow you. And leave a trail behind. Because that is what is going to allow us to sustain. There is going to be so much of I 4.0, Industrial 4.0, crypto, smart city. These are points which are termed just to engage with people. Don't take that real life, your personal space, be crowded away by so much of data, so much of technology. Ensure your freedom of speech, your freedom of expression, and ensure trust. Because trust is foremost which defines humans and which connects humans to humans. Last but not the least, it's primarily human problems which require human solutions, and it has to become through a humane touch. Thank you very much.